Okay, we'll get started. I'll follow the same order that we followed in the first one. Let's start with Mark Weiser, followed by Anthony Dasher.
Hey, Warren, how are you?
Good. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing well. I want to ask you about, I guess the different roles in practice this week as you prepare for Saturday with Trey out. And, I know you started in the Sugar Bowl. How prepared are you for stepping in there if they call on you?
It's kind of like my mentality has been every single week since the season has started. So whatever I can do just to be ready for this game and to play, that's what I want to do. And I'm going to be ready no matter what my name's called, or if it's not, I'll be there and just be ready to go in the game.
Hey, Warren, good to see you. You mentioned, starting in the Sugar Bowl, last year. Leading up to that game, again, you knew you were going to start. Was the way you were feeling then kind of similar to what you're feeling this week? Or, again, you've practiced so much and played in so many games since then. Is this kind of same old hat to you?
Yeah, football is just, football like it always has been. So, you just want to take each week and prepare and take each day and try to get better. That's the main objective, is just get better and just go ready to put it on the field when your number's called.
Nice, man.
Okay, let's go to Jed May, followed by Chip Towers.
Hey, Warren. Obviously, the weather forecast is calling for pretty cold weather this weekend. Like you see a lot of cold weather NFL games. Offensive linemen are out there, no sleeves, no gloves or anything. Is that something that y'all have? I mean, obviously, it's not quite as cold here as it would be in Green Bay or something, but that's something y'all take pride in and are, I guess, planning to embrace this weekend?
Oh yeah, 100%. We are we're full on ready to embrace that. We're accepting that challenge that the weather has. I mean, Georgia's a little bit different than Missouri as far as the temp goes, but yeah, just like you're talking about, the O linemen and sleeves and no gloves and just getting pumped and amped ready to play in a cold game. That's going to be our mindset going into this game as well.
To be clear, Ward, so are you not just not letting us know that if you're going to definitely play center or guard this week? Do you know, or are you waiting to see? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see myself, just like y'all are. So each day, like I said, I'm just taking my role and just seeing what I can do to benefit the team. It's totally up to the coach's decisions, and of course, like, their decision is going to be best for the team. So whatever that role is, I'm going to step up to the plate and do it.
And on preparing for that, is the difficulty and the most difficult part about playing center versus guard, I assume, the protections and the snap. I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, I think the obvious thing, is snapping a ball instead of just, coming straight out of a stance. So that's a little bit different right there. But luckily for me, this whole entire season, I've had the opportunity of interchanging 3 different positions. So I've been kind of getting used to it this whole entire time. And it's exciting, and it's something that I've always had in my tool belt, being able to play those 3 positions. So I'm excited to play.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Connor Riley, followed by Austin Roper.
Hey, Warren, I guess Cedric Von Prine is the guy who's also sort of been getting reps there at center. What can you tell us about him as a player and how he might do if his number is called there at center?
One thing I'll definitely say about Ced when he first came in was, he picked up the offense really well, and he settled the plate in the places that he needed to go. And I think that Ced's going to be a great teammate and a great player for this organization in the future and as right now. So I'm confident in Ced that if he gets the opportunity to play, that he's going to step up and play to the best of his ability, and I'm confident in that.
Hey, Warren. So like Jed was talking about, it's supposed to be a little cold this Saturday for the game. Have you ever played? There's a possibility of it snowing. So have you ever played in a snowy game before, or cold weather? I know you went to North Gwinnett High School, so not really sure, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, I did. So North Gwinnett, doesn't get as cold as I guess it would be in Missouri. The coldest game I got to play in, it wasn't a snow game, but my senior year state championship, it was a little bit below freezing. And actually the weekend before that, we were supposed to play the state championship game, and it got canceled because it snowed, and the buses couldn't drive us to the game or anything like that. So we had to play the week after. And then that game, Friday night at home, it was below freezing. I made the mistake. I was playing center. I made the mistake of not even warming my hand up for the first snap. And as I put my hand on the ball, I realized I couldn't even feel my hand. And it started out just a bad snap. So that was definitely the coldest game and something I'll always remember.
All right, let's go to Mike Griffith, followed by Jake Rowe.
Yeah, Warren, a little bit more on that. The feel of the ball here, this is a nuanced thing, but when you're a center, I've got to believe as much as you snap that there's got to be a real inherent feel. So 2 questions. 1, how much does the ball change in that cold weather? And 2, does it matter who's playing? Do different quarterbacks like a different snap? Is there any sort of adjustment as far as your mindset of where you're snapping height-wise or how you're snapping it, rotation, anything like that?
Those are 2 good questions. The first one, so the ball, just like with the temperature in your skin, like when it's colder out, it's going to get your skin's going to get colder too. But the ball just absorbs that cold. So you'll put your hand on the ball and it's almost as cold as the ground is if you were touching it. So that's also a tough part is when you put your hand on the ball and it's cold. You gotta be ready for that and have that feel to get ready for that cold ball. But then the second question, I would say, yeah, definitely each quarterback likes it a little different depending on height and the play call and just where they're most comfortable with. I would say, just the big thing is you kind of want it in the sweet spot, obviously right here, and you don't want it to be too fast. You don't want to rock it back there because you want them to be able to catch it, control it, and do what they do best.
Are you able to review? I mean, just like when you shoot baskets, you can kind of adjust because you're seeing where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to review your snaps when you come off, or do you sometimes look at the jumbotron? Because I don't know, you probably don't have a visual to see where that snap went. How do you adjust? Will they tell you, hey, a little higher, a little lower, or can you actually see visual evidence somewhere?
Yeah, I would say as far as the visual evidence part goes, I would say on film is where you'll see it. If you're having a particular bad day and snapping, and the coach will be like, hey, you've been high this day or you've been wide left this whole entire day. Figure out what you can do to adjust it. Or if it's just one particular play, the quarterback can be like, hey, I had to reach a little bit left, and then you got to remind yourself of that before you snap the next ball and see if you can do anything to adjust it.
Hey, Warren, I know you'll play cornerback if they want you to, or quarterback, but which do you prefer to play? Do you like guard better? Do you like center better? And why? And please give me an answer. I know you want to say both and you'll do either one, but you've got to have a preference, right?
I mean, it's a tough question because you're right. I do want to play anywhere. Heck, I'll play cornerback if they need me to. I might not be as fast as those guys are, but I'll try my best. But there's different aspects to each position that I like better. There's some days where I'm feeling more comfortable pass prone at center and run blocking better at guard, or vice versa. So I don't know if there's one in particular I like. I think it definitely varies with the day and how I'm feeling, definitely.
All right, I believe we're out of time. Warren, I appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you all.
Appreciate everybody's patience.
Thank you, Tim.
All right.